I'm waiting.
You're waiting for what?
I don't know. I feel like I've been talked over the last few shows.
No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah.
Go ahead and say hello to everybody.
Hey, everyone.
Wait a minute. I have a headline for you.
I knew you did. I swear this sounds like it was planned, but it wasn't. Trey and his famous headlines. Cannot wait.
How does it feel to be interrupted? Who cares? So the headline reads...
I don't care about anybody else.
And this, you might have been here. I don't know. But there's actually a lawsuit where a woman walked in. Basically, it's a worker at Taco Bell. Walked in.
Taco Bell.
At Taco Bell.
Another Taco Bell story. I love it.
So she's suing because of a Taco Bell holiday party that included public sex, lots of booze, and vomit in the guacamole.
Oh, I was all in until the last one. I was like,
it's
Taco Bell,
this is
booze,
Taco
sex.
Bell,
Like,
though. Can you imagine driving by a Taco Bell seeing this happening? I wonder what time of day it was.
I would have to go in and see what was going on.
So I'm surprised you didn't ask this question.
Okay, hold on. What was the last one? Vomit in the what?
Vomit in the guacamole.
Oh. Okay.
So one of the questions,
Go ahead.
one of the comments, and I'm surprised you didn't ask this, it says Taco Bell has guacamole. Did you know that?
Yes, and I don't want to say why, just because
okay.
I'm familiar with their menu because I've tried I think everything on it at some point in my entire life. There was a burrito that had like guacamole on it, and so I know they have it at least somewhere, unless it's not really guacamole.
It's funny because a lot of people are like, when did Taco Bell start serving?
Yeah, they don't really
guacamole?
offer like a chips and guac. They don't really offer it.
And that's
anyway. Who gives a shit? Why is there guacamole or a vomit in the guac? Just because people are partying?
People were partying, yeah. And so it sounds like every other day at Taco Bell Life. Sounds like an awesome Christmas party.
So was it like an employee Christmas party?
Yeah. So it was an employee Christmas party. So there was public sex.
So they shut down the restaurant.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
Why didn't they go to, but I guess that's the Taco Bell way. Just have it at the restaurant.
Yeah. Why don't they could have...
Wait, is Taco Bell a restaurant?
No.
Fast food establishment?
Is fast food qualified as a restaurant?
I don't think so.
Trey and I are here, Stay in the Gray. We are now proclaiming that fast food is not a restaurant. It is just a food establishment to take away your meal.
Anytime a date takes you to a restaurant,
right,
it better not be a fast food. It better not have a drive-through window. How about that?
Should a restaurant be... I know no one cares, but I do. A restaurant has a waiter or waitress.
Right. No drive-through window.
Is that one way to...
Does a drive-through window count as a...
No, you can't have a drive-through window. What kind of restaurant with a waiter and a waitress has a drive-through window?
Well, there's a restaurant in Irving that does, so it's actually pretty good.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
We went way too long on that one.
If you haven't turned the show off already, we're going to do I'm glad you haven't, because we're going to do a segment, and I'm going to do it tonight, and I think I'm going to keep doing it. And it's... we named it in a Trey and Ryan style way. It's called the Butthurt YouTube's comment of the week.
I like it. I already like it.
Because we've talked about this before, and, Trey and I try and talk about serious topics and, whatever. We do our thing. And,
blah, blah, blah.
We're better at, I shot that music off way too fast.
When is supposed to...
I know. I'm willing to admit my mistakes. I apologize.
That wasn't my fault.
If people were expecting a fade out...
It did not happen.
This is crashing.
It's our show, though, so fuck you.
Crash and burn here.
Yeah.
It's just like, no matter what we do, there's just people that are just like, it's like they sit there and they wait. Ooh, these people said this, and I'm going to sit behind my profile picture of my cat.
Well, they keep
with a handle that says, the Savage
cats.
Bomb or something stupid.
Yeah.
Or I Heart Cats. But Trey, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, usually it's the show that kind of gets bashed. It's me babbling. So it's like, this asshole said this. What's his deal?
Which is well deserved.
Sometimes. In this case, they talked about you.
Oh, yeah? I like it.
They made an actual quote when you said, we were talking about Florida.
Okay.
and how the Florida government was actually looking to pass a law, which, by the way, people, Trey and I didn't necessarily say it was going to pass or agree with the law. We were just excited that they're recognizing that Hamas supporters need to be kind of under control a little bit here, that this is getting ridiculous.
Right.
You can't, people are all like, First Amendment, you call yourself patriots. Like, okay, yes, you can support whoever you want, but if it starts disrupting the universities and the colleges and it starts causing threats and violence and this and that, you have to step in. That's all we were saying, people. So calm the hell down. But
calm the hell down. Stop getting butthurt.
But you, I think I was telling you about this and you're like, hell yeah. Why the hell not? And somebody thought that either you had an accent or you looked a certain way.
Uh-oh.
Because you were called a redneck.
Oh, okay. I do have a country twang.
You have a little bit of a country twang. But from the quote, hell yeah, and why not? I mean, okay, say hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, well, now you're like, hell yeah.
No, that was just natural.
Okay, natural, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But why not?
Why not?
I mean, maybe a little, but you don't look it.
I don't feel
But anyway, this
like
guy was just like, he thought he had it. He's like, what about the First Amendment, you so-called patriot, to you?
Okay.
Are you a patriot?
A patriot fan?
No. Anyways, yeah, we're getting all this shit, and it's fun. And people, again, Trey, I've said it, people go, what do you expect? You're out there, you're putting yourselves out there. You're saying you guys are towing the line, which we admit to, we like doing. We're going to get both sides, especially about something as controversial as Hamas and Israel. And again, I'll say it's been going on for a lot longer than all these people want to talk about. It's been going on for thousands of years. So don't come at us and this guy's talking about the last 15 years. I'm like,
the one that called me a redneck.
Yeah.
Okay.
He goes, well, he had a lot of conspiracy stuff. And I was like, dude, it's way long. I felt all cool. Like I knew. I'm like, it's been going way longer than that. So don't even come at me or my redneck co-host.
Does he? Does he really have a cat as a profile picture?
Yes. Yes. It's a cat.
Does he live at home with his parents?
Probably.
Yeah.
I think anybody that has a cat is a profile pic. Is either I visualize either this big fat guy in his basement who's just sitting there typing away, and that
some whitey tidies.
He's got probably more than one cat. Maybe that was his favorite cat.
That's true. Yeah.
Whitey tidies, maybe a wife beater with man boobs.
A little Cheeto dust on his shirt.
Or this, like, of course there's Cheeto dust. I mean, come on. Or a woman that has like 12 cats and she just is mad at the world.
Yeah, that's true.
And that could be the other one. Yeah. So if your cat is don't put your cat as your profile picture. If you're going to talk shit, you need to own up to it and at least put something of your face.
Right. I think that's fair.
We're the stupid idiots that put our faces on everything.
Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know whose idea that was. Can we go back? Restart?
Just do two other. Our next season, we should do our picture as two completely different people. Just some random guys.
Have like Brad Pitt and George Clooney.
It's Trey and Ryan. What? Trey has been working out. Like he looks great. So we'll do that each week. I mean, there's been, trust me, it's going to be hard because there are plenty. That was the one I chose just because you were called out and I wasn't.
I love it. Finally.
And we're going to call it the Butthurt comment of the week from YouTube. and it may be from TikTok too. Who knows? It's Butthurt comment from wherever.
Social media. Yes.
Social media. Because it's glorious, man. I had no. I mean, I did. I knew it was out there. I knew I was going to get a little bit, but some of them are gold. I mean, one guy tried to speak English, and it was obvious he didn't know English.
Yeah,
and he just it just was a bunch of words
he put together.
They were English words, but it just had no structure to it at all. And good for him for trying.
Sounds like some of the fake profiles on these dating sites.
That's right. Good for him for trying to insult me. But I'm not even sure it was. I can't even tell. Maybe he was.
Nothing.
In all fairness, he might have been complimenting us, and I took it as an insult.
Yeah,
because it was that bad. But anyway, I thought you'd enjoy that. So you are a what do you say you are? Hillbilly? No, you are a
redneck.
Redneck. All right. So Ryan, the cool stud, and Trey, the redneck, and we'll go from there.
So I kind of ran into a story, and it's geared around.
Oh, you're gonna do yours first.
I did. Am I gonna do mine first?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. Yeah, you're anxious to do your story, and I love the enthusiasm. So
I had
here
it
we
up
go.
here, and it's freaking making me laugh. Anyway,
No, do it. Let's do it.
so these gender reveal parties is a thing. This is a major thing, right? Did you did a gender reveal with the golf ball that was fun?
I did. A lot of people are annoyed by gender reveals, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was fun. I did a golf club, and the ball was exploded when you hit it a certain color.
Yeah.
And so you had the envelope given to somebody else and you get 2 golf balls, one of each color. And anyway, so
I've seen some fun ones.
You
and then I've
get
heard,
people to figure it out, so you don't know.
Yeah, I've seen some fun ones. I've seen people getting hurt doing some dumb shit too.
Yeah, there's some idiots that are like, let's fire a rocket. And
so
you're telling me somebody did a stupid reveal?
My pronunciation of this woman's name is going to be way off and probably have some Asian.
I can't wait
to it. So her name is Marvoni Rocha Moraes.
Well, right.
From Brazil.
Oh, I knew. Well, from the accent, I knew it was Brazilian.
Yeah, you.
Well, Portuguese.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, this woman, 37 years old.
She's old for having a baby.
Yeah.
Well, not old, but older.
So she married a rag doll and hosted a gender reveal party for their second rag doll child.
Okay. Okay. You fooled me.
Crazy gender reveal.
If you were trying to fool me, you fooled me because
Did I fool you?
I thought we were talking about. Are you calling? Okay, hold on, Trey. Are you calling? Is this a slang term for some
Maybe I'm calling the husband a rag
That's
doll.
what I mean. Is it, or are you talking about an actual doll?
You know how you tell people they shouldn't use the word literal?
Right.
This is literally a
No.
rag doll.
You use it when it's necessary, when it
necessary.
actually applies.
This is literally a rag doll.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So this woman married a rag doll. And
how do you marry a rag doll? Who performs that and who attends?
This is Brazil. Portuguese thing.
Can you imagine people sitting down in the crowd, just in their chairs, clapping?
So this is
Oh my God.
She's had what they call a whirlwind romance with an inanimate object, which her mother made for her.
Oh, that makes it worse.
And she has seen many twists and turns over the last year, from cheating rumors to kidnappings.
Oh. So you're telling me that she is accusing her ragdoll spouse? Is it a male ragdoll, or is this a lesbian?
Ragdoll.
Okay.
So yeah.
So she is straight.
She's a straight ragdoll lover.
Okay. So she's accusing this male
of cheating on her.
This male
I'm assuming
ragdoll of cheating on her. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway,
Fair enough.
They took to TikTok to announce that they're expecting their second baby.
Does it have how big is the ragdoll? Does it say?
Looking at the pictures, it's as tall as she is. But obviously, I don't know how tall she is.
So,
yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a pretty big ragdoll.
Okay,
Some interesting.
Okay. So did people attend the gender reveal as well?
It's not showing.
Well,
she's holding the ragdoll in one hand, and then she's got this deal in her hand, sending off some pink smoke. So it looks like it's a girl.
okay.
So
well,
good.
congratulations to them.
Then it shows a picture of her kissing the ragdoll.
Okay.
So yeah, it looks like they have a boy and now a girl.
Wait, this is. Wait, hold on. They already have a child.
Yeah, they have a boy ragdoll.
Did I miss that part?
Yeah, this is her second child that they're. So.
All right, let me get this straight. This woman married a male ragdoll.
A male ragdoll.
They had one child together already. That was a male.
A boy ragdoll.
Well, it could be half and half. Half human, half ragdoll.
Yeah, well, from the picture, it looks like
it looks another
ragdoll.
Okay. Got its father's genes. Fair enough. So this second one, they did a gender reveal party.
Shit.
They did a gender reveal party for the second.
Yes.
And this baby is going to be a female.
A female ragdoll.
Well, you know what? A lot of people wish they had a boy and a girl. I have 2 boys. I'd like to see what it was like. And congratulations to this couple.
I'll tell you what. So, yeah, congratulations. It says they took to TikTok the couple who already had a son named Marcelino. Hold a smoke bomb that turns pink to reveal budding baby is a girl to be named Marcella. That's a pretty name.
Yeah. I wish Marcella the best. At least, I bet their grocery bill's not very high.
At all.
Yeah.
She's I was about to say, no, she's not that heavy, but maybe. So she did give an update on her pregnancy earlier this month.
That's great.
She attended an ultrasound for the child.
Oh. Okay. Well, no. I mean, we need to know. I mean, everybody listening right now is going, is the baby healthy?
Healthy baby.
Is the baby on time? Is everything good?
The baby will be born in December.
Oh, so fantastic. That's coming up, Trey.
Oh, yeah. Holy crap, it's already December this year. But she did say she wanted it to be a boy because I've heard having a girl is very expensive and much more work. But
I don't know about that. My two boys eat about $3,000 a month in food.
But it's good news. But the baby will still be welcomed and very loved by me and her dad. Oh, so that's sweet.
So they were hoping for a boy, but they got the girl, and they said, you know what, we'll love our daughter no matter what.
It looks like the party was pretty nice. They had chicken, pasta, salad, and cake.
I would have gone just for the food.
So yeah.
All right. Well.
Oh, I'm sorry. They did. About 40 people showed up for this.
40 people.
40 people. I don't know if that was the doctors.
Well, they didn't capture you and me in the background, did they?
No, I hope not.
We were there at the buffet.
Can you imagine that? That would be freaking awesome to be there for something like that.
I would go. Of course we would go.
Is that the hospital staff, waiting to put the straitjacket on? Or
they're all in white coats. Got like the van out front of the facility.
Everybody block the exits.
Oh man!
So anyway, that's some of the shit I ran into.
When they return to the hospital, will they allow her to have her husband and her children with her in the room?
I'm curious to know how she gives birth.
Well, I bet it's a lot more comfortable than human birth.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a woman. Picture of her having an ultrasound. What the hell?
Tell you what.
And she's got a.
Hey, Trey.
Holy shit!
Technology today. All right, we can give ultrasounds for
her
ragdolls.
Stomach is big, and there's pictures of him laying on a couch with a blanket over him.
Well, I always tell people that I'm going to remain open-minded about things in life. UFOs, aliens,
ghost sex,
ghost sex, even spirituality. I can't limit myself. I think I may have found the line here.
You're going to stop at the rag doll.
I don't think it's possible for a human to give birth to a doll. I don't know. Am I being a little too harsh on this woman?
Not at all.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. Now we're back to your story.
Are we in agreement that she is insane?
A little bit.
Okay, fair enough.
No.
Let's move on. Okay. This isn't going to make anybody feel any better about human beings. I'm just going to tell you the headline, and then we'll go into it. Apparently, there's a child, 12 years old.
Oh, no.
And I've done stories like this before. And he's 12 years old, and he stole a forklift.
Okay. Not bad.
And it turned into a police chase. In Michigan.
Oh, so no, I know. That had to be Florida. Come on.
You thought it was Florida.
That had Florida written all over it.
He stole it. It was outside of his middle school in Ann Arbor.
That's greatness.
University of Michigan is there. And he led the police on an hour-long chase, and he hit 10 parked cars.
That's great.
During the pursuit.
Oh, my gosh.
So the truck, the forklift, it weighed like, I don't know, 20,000 pounds or something
Is it going
crazy.
like 5 miles an hour?
No. It said they were up to speeds of 15 to 20 miles an hour.
Oh, okay. He got that bitch going then.
He did. And there was a call. Police were called to the school because they watched their student run out, get in, and take off on this forklift.
Did anybody have that on camera? Can you imagine how slow that is?
I'm seeing still shots. I'll show you later. Maybe I'll finally start posting again to social media.
Were the cops running next to it, telling them to stop?
Hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry. Don't steal your thunder.
They were upset apparently because he was driving down the street with this without the headlights on.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's where it gets bad.
That's a problem.
That's dangerous, yeah.
So, with emergency lights and sirens, Officers pursued the vehicle.
I can just picture this. Holy shit.
The police force was quoted in saying this was a very dangerous situation that could have easily ended with serious injuries. The incident remains an active and ongoing criminal investigation.
Well, of course.
Okay. All right.
A criminal investigation.
Imagine this. Okay. This is where it got me. If it hadn't already. There was footage released by the police, and I have not listened to it, so I admit that. There's an officer that can be heard yelling at the boy, "Pull over now." He's lowering his hooks. The boy's like lowering the fork hooks.
Oh, shit.
And he was yelling at one of his colleagues not to get in front of the fork.
I can't. How fast do those things come down? Not very fast.
It sounds like complete chaos. Can you imagine these officers like circling this thing and the little boy's just like going and like
probably flipping the cops off.
The forklift's like up and down and up and down. Guys are telling.
That's awesome.
He's warning his don't go in front. I mean, it just sounds like this can't. It sounds like this couldn't possibly be made up. And it wasn't.
That's hilarious.
It actually happened.
Did it say why the kid took it? Or, I mean, was he just
I don't know.
acting out?
He says his identity wasn't released because he was a minor, taken into custody, and he's in a juvenile detention center.
I'd be bragging about that to everybody.
They stopped the pursuit an hour in. They finally...
an hour? Really?
Just before 8 p.m. when the child stopped driving and got out. Can you imagine? He's like, I keep hitting the mic. He's like, all right, this is fun. I'm done. Time for dinner.
Well, I'm trying to picture this because it's like this thing, like you said, 15 to 20 miles an hour. How do you not get a cop car on each side? Because it's not going off-roading. Those things are low, so they're not going off-roading on it. So it had to be on the street. So how do you just not block him up to a curb or something?
I just feel like he's 12. I feel like he just would have plowed.
There's no plowing a
40 miles an hour. I mean, that's still going.
Not too bad. No, I mean, a forklift is not going to plow over a cop car.
We're not over it, but it would damage it.
Damage it. But yeah, it's like you park it 3 cars around it. It's not going anywhere.
I think they're saying we should be able to get this thing under control with
12-year-old
without damaging one of our squad cars.
Yet he damaged how many cars, you said? 7 or 8?
There were 10.
10 cars.
Parked cars. But that's not the police department's. Well, maybe, I guess. No, whose fault is that? I guess the family of the boy?
Can you imagine that insurance call? I need to file a claim.
Yeah.
A forklift took out my
12-year-old in a forklift hit my car, I swear.
While the cops were chasing him.
Like, I swear.
Would you laugh about that, or would you be pissed that your car got damaged?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't want to know.
See, part of me thinks I would be laughing too hard. I would love to make that phone call to my insurance
company. If it was covered and it was like something minor. Yeah. But if it was like major to my car, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, give me a little
Because at what point do you say, okay, cops, why didn't you block this fucking forklift with your car and damage one police car?
Yeah, the city will pay for that, right?
Right. Well, I guess if you're paying taxes, you're paying for it still. So.
Well, but not as much. Anyway, this story needs to go on no further. I just felt like you should know that there's some Ann Arbor chaos going on with forklifts and 12-year-olds. Okay.
So since I fucked up the order,
why don't you go ahead? Because we each had a couple stories, and we're excited to tell them because this is what we do. If you now are not having a little bit more uplifted night after hearing that story, and your smile on your face, then we're probably not the show. You need to go listen to some serious bullshit, which we try and do also, but not tonight.
Not tonight.
Go ahead. You have another story, and from from the basic headline that you told me, I'm excited to hear it. So let's go.
So I don't know if you know this, but Japan, our brothers in Japan,
love Japan.
Have a loneliness epidemic.
Well, yeah, you did a story about this. Hold on, I know you're antsy, but you did a story about this, right?
Yeah,
where they had stuffed animals
at restaurants. Yeah, if you're by yourself,
it was kind of like their support animal, except it was stuffed.
Yeah. Which I don't know.
Which I still think about. You're sitting across, eating little sushi, at a restaurant,
panda
little
bear.
chopsticks. Like, can I have some of that soy sauce,
Right.
baby? To the
Big panda or whatever.
bear.
Hold on, you got some on your face.
Let me get that with a little napkin.
So yeah, it says
Okay, so you got another story about loneliness.
in Japan. So
It can't top. They can't top stuffed animal.
oh, it can. So in Japan, it says 1.5 million are classed as social loners.
Okay, hence the stuffed animal companions.
Yeah. So this was according to a government survey. As a result, there has been a rise in popularity of websites, no shit, offering a solution to those who struggle to form intimate relationships.
Okay, which is, I don't mean to say it, but Trey, you've experienced a few of those types of websites.
And so, yeah.
I'm married, Tinder and all those. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, kind of. This one,
Kind of.
this one gives you fake girlfriends and boyfriends for rent.
Wait. Fake? What do you mean fake? Like fake people?
Well, that's what I was thinking too. I was thinking we're going into the rag dolls and stuffed animals, but no, it says that, like, for instance, it lists Nagi as being available for rent, 12,000 yen or $80 for 2 hours.
12,000 yen equals $80?
Yeah.
Jesus.
And it says
You go out for
can you
100
imagine making $40 an hour just to go with some lonely person? I could do that.
So this is essentially an escort service.
Well,
Except they're going to be girlfriends and boyfriends.
right.
They're
For 2
not-
hours. Yeah.
For 2 hours. What do they have to do?
So this one, she says in her bio that she makes bread and sweets and watches anime on her days off.
Bread and sweets.
And that she is calm. So I guess that's important to have one that is calm. I don't know. I think I would want one that's a little crazy,
Yeah, it doesn't. Trey, if it said calm next to it, he'd be like, she's out.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I need some craziness.
Do you get to select? Do they have profiles?
Yes. So there are profiles.
Okay.
So it shows on here. I can't read them
What
because
would you be looking for in a fake girlfriend, Trey? Do you know?
So let's go back up. So going off her bio, she makes bread and sweets. That's not bad.
But what kind of sweets?
Chocolates,
But
cakes.
why bread and sweets?
I don't
Why not
understand
just-
the bread and
okay.
the sweets. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, that's a lot of carbs. So I need to.
Yeah, you have to go to the
She
gym.
needs to work that carbs off of me. The watching anime, that turns me off. I don't think I would do that. So, because I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, I'm not a big anime. If your girlfriend was hot enough, you'd watch some fucking anime. You
Yeah,
know that.
I guess so. That's
your
true.
fake girlfriend.
Yeah.
What would be her name, Trey? Would you name her?
A fake girlfriend? Yeah, you're going to be.
She's Japanese. You're Betty.
No, I need something like.
Veronica.
Something like Sky.
Oh, you want a stripper?
You're going to be Sky tonight.
You're gonna be Sky. You're gonna be Bubbles.
Bubbles, yeah. So this YouTuber tried out the service, paying $400 for rental and it says for rental and activities with Erie, who explains in her bio that she's shallow and that most of her conversations burst until laughter.
Oh,
So what kind of bullshit is that?
She's shallow and funny.
Or she thinks she's funny.
Oh,
Says she adds that she likes cafe tours, shopping, and alcohol. This YouTuber said after the date, it was the most ridiculous, expensive date I've ever had, but we enjoyed it, and it's still cheaper than having an actual girlfriend.
what?
So I guess if you,
so you're saying he's only got 2 hours of
he paid
financial
$400,
responsibility.
so I hope he got more than 2 hours out of this.
And again, does she have to do anything sexually?
I haven't seen anything yet. So it says women looking for male companions, so it does happen the other way.
One of these days, Trey will read the article before he gets to the show.
Could rent. That's not how I roll.
That's not. You know what?
I found this while I was driving over here. Could rent a 34-year-old Takehiro Satanaka
Sure.
from 7,000 yen, so $46 per hour. Said the sites are clear that they're selling companionship, and each date comes with a strict set of rules. For example, contact is made not via personal mobile phones, but through the website. Do's and don'ts must be adhered to. For example, the aforementioned Erie makes it clear on her blog that hand-holding is only okay on a second date.
Hand-holding?
Along with swimming.
What? You got to be shitting me.
No.
Well, first off, hand-holding. What are we in 6th grade?
Yes. So.
And swimming. Was she anti-swimming?
But so the good thing is.
Hold on. She's gonna. Can you imagine the guy's like, I'd like to go swim on the first date. He's like, I want to go swimming. She's like, fuck you. You didn't read the damn disclaimer.
Do not read my bio.
No swimming.
No swimming on the first date.
Second date.
And then you can hold my hand on the second date.
Under the water.
But he said that she did agree to a second date for free.
Oh, good for her.
So this YouTuber got.
But did she do that because she liked him? Like she was hoping maybe it's like, all right, well.
Maybe she likes swimming and she's like, you know what? I really need to get to this second date. So
she wanted to get there, yeah.
So, yeah.
What? I can't think of a reason you would outlaw swimming on a first date.
Japan. I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe that's an intimate
They're interesting
deal.
over there, yeah. They don't. Intimate, like maybe because you'd see each other in swimwear.
Yeah. Very true.
What? Never mind.
Oh, ask it.
Why was it? What would we wear on our first dates? If you and I went over to Japan on a part of our world tour, which we're going to start at some point, and we rented some girlfriends just for 2 hours because I think we'd be allowed to do that.
We need about 10 minutes.
I think. But there's no
what
swimming.
What are we going to do for another hour and 50 minutes?
I wonder if it's the reason, though. I bet it is. I bet they don't want to get in swimsuits on the first date. All right, well, that's fantastic. Fake
that was
dates.
interesting.
I mean, essentially, dude, it's kind of like just having a escort here, because I think we've done it. You can call and say, all right, I need you for an hour or hour and a half. We're going to go to an event.
I need the girlfriend experience.
And so I've heard up front. I swear I don't know this because I am curious about it. Not because I want to, but I'm very curious what the girlfriend experience entails. Like if the girl likes you, does she go ahead and whatever? Or is it just kind of there's no obligations?
Does her pimp act like her dad during the date?
Right.
What are your intentions with my girl?
Yeah, or he picks him up from the movies.
Yeah.
In the station wagon.
Pointing a gun to make sure you pay.
Right. But it sounds like that.
You think things are like Venmo these days, Cash App, or do you still have to go old school with the cash so there's no paper trail? Asking for a friend.
I would imagine there's some way to get by electronically because I can't imagine everybody's got cash for that situation.
Gotcha.
That would be my guess. We'll talk after the show.
Second question. How would I get into a business like that? Do I have to build a client? How do I build a client?
Should we do a Stay in the Gray podcast dating service for fake boyfriends?
Yeah, rent Trey. How much would I go for an hour?
I don't know.
$10? What's minimum wage?
We're minimum wage here at
$11.50.
It's Stay in the Gray podcast. Well, any listener out there that can give us a price point for Trey per hour, or is it a minimum of 2 hours?
Male or female? Yes.
Well, which one would
Times
you?
are tough right now.
Which one would you go for less?
Well.
Well, look, we're not a.
Listen, I will hold a hand and swim on the first date.
You'll swim, okay? See, I was thinking I wouldn't swim on the first.
I'm going to swim on the first date. We're not watching anime though.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, no anime. Okay, anybody that has a price point for Trey, let us know, and me even, because look, if you just want a first date that is not going to cross the line, my wife will probably be happy. She'll be like. Get him out of here. Take him out for a little bit.
Hours, yeah.
Get him out a few hours, and I can go and get my nails done. And you can entertain him so he doesn't. He'll shut up.
It has to be a football Sunday too.
Yeah, right. Go somewhere. So Trey and I have stipulations. If you're going to take us out on a Sunday, it's got to be somewhere where the football games are.
Yeah.
And we only go as a package deal. There has to be two of you or one of you. Trey and I will talk about those rules.
Yeah. Eyes open.
Eyes open or shut. We'll see.
Yeah. What if things cross?
Yeah, then I shut. That was definitely a Funny Friends episode. I don't want to rip them off.
Yeah.
Okay, well that was a funny story. Japan, we got to figure out how to get you less lonely.
Right. I mean, there's a ton of people over there, right?
Tokyo is the biggest. look, people, douchebag YouTube commenters, tell me I'm wrong. I think Tokyo is the largest city in the world.
Okay.
You're neither agreeing or
You sound pretty
disagreeing.
confident with that comment, so I'm going to go back. I'm going to back you. Yeah.
Largest country in the world?
Question? Who put the question mark?
Question mark. Anyway, Japan. I still think that the stuffed animal thing at the table might, I don't know. I think that might battle that and win as far as weirdness.
What happens if she shows up and you're sitting there with a stuffed animal? Does that turn her off, or is she cool with that? Kind of become a weird threesome.
That's a great question. I feel like this is all the stuff you just sign off on before you're just like, I don't want to read all this, so I'm going to sign it. There's probably a section about stuffed animal usage.
You have to dress up like a stuffed animal or something too. I'll do that. Let's get freaky. No?
No. I definitely not. No, I would love for you to do that.
It's an extra $2.25 an hour, but I'll do it.
Just to specify it, extra $2.25.
$2.25.
Not $200.
That's added to the $11.50 of the base rate.
Is it minimum wage $11.50?
I don't know.
But you're $11.50. You've decided.
It'll be $11.50, $2.25.
Tell you what, you might not even need this podcast to go anywhere. You just
start my own business.
Be a fake boyfriend.
Do some weird shit. Well, that'd be some fun stories.
You wouldn't swim very much, though.
No.
Well, unless people liked you.
Yeah.
Although you could do swimming on the third date. You could say, I'm not doing it till the third date if you didn't want to get into that swimsuit.
Play a little hard to get.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
I have my third date bathing suit, and then it gets less and less. Fourth date, fifth date. Then I'm in a thong by the...
Okay. I want you to stop right there because I don't need to hear anymore. Okay. I'm going to take us away from there. There are so many jokes to that story. It's just, I just feel bad for people.
Yeah.
That feel that they need to call and have a fake girl or boyfriend. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. Maybe what if they had a breakup and they're just like, it's been a month. I don't feel like going out and dealing with it. Let's just call somebody and then they can come over and the whole girlfriend boyfriend experience. Like, oh hey babe, I brought you dinner, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe there's more to it than that. And I feel bad for those people, but I choose to picture it like the funny stuff.
I would love
anime with a stuffed animal and no swimming.
I wish the listeners like, oh yeah, I've been to Japan. I've seen the stuffed animals. Or now that I've heard this on the show, I actually saw this when I went to Japan. So
I have
hopefully
a feeling
we can get to Japan and see this shit.
I have a feeling we're supposed to go there.
We're not sitting at the same table because I want a stuffed animal at my table.
Well, of course not. We'll be
side by side.
Incognito.
The
only two white honkies there.
Where's our stuffed animal?
They'll be like, why are there two? There just happens to be two and they keep smiling at each other. I wonder if they know each other.
That's great.
It's actually a place I've been wanting to go. I'm not.
Oh, absolutely.
In all seriousness, I'd love to see Japan and Tokyo and Mount Fuji and the whole thing. They've got some
Mr. Fuji. Yeah.
Yeah, him too. Some good golf courses and all that. So
do they really?
They do.
Are you fucking with me?
No. They have great golf courses. So
shit.
I'm looking, in all seriousness, Trey and I do want to go. And so now we have real reasons to go and then fun, and like, but seriously, we'll go there seriously, play some golf, go, and all of a sudden we'll see a stuffed animal and we'll go, this is real. Like right now, when we do this kind of news, it feels like it's like just funny.
Yeah. But now
you're telling me this is real shit.
This is real shit. Can we get I'm 12,000 yen an hour? On our shirt?
Yeah. What's up with the conversion rate? 12,000 yen is like $40.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like, I'm 3,264 yen. And it's like,
where's
$5,000.
Shit. Divide that by three. It's only $6.
Yeah. All right. I'm moving on. I've talked about Japan enough. I love you, Japanese listeners. So how about we talk about some witches?
All right.
Wait, witches. That's
witches.
Not bitches. Witches.
Witches. Got it.
Okay. So this is close to home.
Oh shit.
Am I scaring you?
Yeah.
It's close to home. And it's in the Gulf. Apparently there are what are called witch bottles that are washing up on Texas beaches.
Interesting. Which bottles?
Which bottles? And I made some notes because
Okay.
I read the articles before the show.
Okay. I like it.
You may try it sometime.
Maybe.
So they are apparently filled with, I'll cut to the end. They're filled with curses and spells.
Oh, cool.
And they have this gooseneck barnacle stuff that they call it. I'm not even going to pretend I know what that is, but that's what they said it was. Gooseneck barnacle. And it's like growth, algae shit. You know what I'm talking about?
I thought it was like a witch turtleneck or something.
No, this is outside the bottle.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
That proves, and it dates back hundreds of years.
No shit.
So what they're saying is this is like 16th and 17th century bullshit, which is when all the witches were thought to be here.
And they're starting to wash up. So you think it's from a ship that got buried?
Well, that's the point, is what they're saying is they found like 6 of these things over the last couple of years in Texas beaches. And it's this gentleman named Jace Tunnel, and his name's out there, so I'm not throwing him out there.
Okay.
And he works for like the Gulf of Mexico study. He does some sort of program and
wildlife conservation.
Studies the I don't think it's that.
Oh.
But he studies the beach, regions and the what. I'm not even going to try. He studies something about the Gulf of Mexico.
Okay.
And so he found these in his crew. And what happened is the witches would put, people would put objects inside the bottles and seal the bottles.
Okay.
And they were supposed to keep the curses and spells away. They were like getting them away from them. So they put objects like iron nails, fingernail clippings.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Chunks of human hair.
Oh.
And the idea was that they were trying to get rid of the dark magic. And this was believed to be a way to do it, is to put this in, send it out, and get it out of there. Get it out of their hometown, throw it in the water. And they said it can be from anywhere in the world because this belief system wasn't just limited to how we think of Salem, like the witch trials in Salem. It wasn't just Salem. Apparently this was like a worldwide, it could be from anywhere.
It's like Minnesota.
Went up the St. Lawrence River through Canada and around back down
the Guadalupe.
No, I was thinking like across the Atlantic or something, or Australia, but there are some had sticks and leaves
in the bottle.
In the bottle.
Okay.
Types of vegetation. So that's you wouldn't be interested in that. No.
Especially if it's been in a bottle for that many years.
So I don't know. I mean, what is it, like a piece of fucking broccoli is a spell or something, and they put it in the bottle, or I don't get it.
So why are they opening the bottle if that's what's
they're not?
They're not. Okay, good.
They can see it.
Okay. So how do they know it's spells then?
Well, because this is what the folklore is. That's what they're saying.
Okay,
is that when you find a bottle with all these things,
that is hiding
that's what
something.
That's meaning. They've found out. Based on research, Trey.
Gotcha.
Keep up. But that's the point. So Tunnel, this guy named Tunnel, Jace Tunnel, or Tunnel, or whatever his name is, he won't open them. He's like, I'm not getting near that shit. His wife won't allow them in the house.
That's good. Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I wouldn't even allow them on my property.
They're saying that if you open that dark magic comes out. As I hit the mic. Ooh, that was a sign.
Dun, dun, dun.
And so I just thought this was interesting because it's just kind of like, do you buy it? Do you believe this?
Well, I'm curious. Have witches come down to check this stuff out or to verify its legitimacy?
According to the story, no quote unquote witch has come out and said, give me my, this is legit, or, whatever. I haven't, nothing like that's been said. But what they're saying is that this was from back a long time ago, into where I guess current witches wouldn't
know.
I don't know.
So what do they do with these bottles now? Are they locked up somewhere in a museum or in a...
All of these are great questions, Trey.
Okay.
This article did not answer that.
Oh, okay. So
I would
find out for
I
yourself.
would think that they are in, let's just say, I think they're in like laboratories.
Oh, okay.
That's what I would think. What would you think?
Like a forensic office?
Sure.
Yeah.
And whoever has the balls or
Or lady parts.
lady parts to uncork that motherfucker. I mean,
Because I guess you can only get so much off the outside of the bottle. So at some point, do you think, okay, this is bullshit. Let me open it up.
well, that's what I'm saying. The outside is proven that it's been hundreds of years, which makes sense because the whole witchcraft thing was 16th and 17th century. That was kind of like the known time period, not just here, but everywhere. Europe, huge deal. Act like I'm all... I know all about it.
Yeah.
Huge deal in Europe. And so I think that's what they're saying is that this predates to that, and it's been proven by the barnacles on the outside of the bottle.
Gotcha.
And people, I know a lot of people that would talk a big game and say, oh, I'd open that shit. This is all horse shit, right?
I would.
I don't think I would either.
No.
And I think it's like, why would you force it? Like, what if? I mean, I just said earlier in the show, I like to be open, except about ragdoll marriages and gender reveals. What if the ragdoll girl wanted an abortion?
Would she be allowed to have one?
Yeah. I mean, would people support that, or would there be protests?
Interesting.
Topic for another show.
Another show, yeah. Ragdoll.
I just thought
abortions.
Of that. So anyway, I just thought it was interesting, and I think that I want somebody to open one of these bottles, and I want to see what happens.
Would you? Side note: would you stay at a haunted house overnight if you knew it was haunted?
Well, who's telling me it's haunted? Do I know? I mean, do I know that it's quote unquote literally haunted?
Yes.
Okay, then probably no.
No.
I don't know. I when I think haunted, I think of creepy shit. I don't think of like a friendly person. Hey, I'm a ghost. Like I'm gonna bang you.
I'm not gonna lie. There was, when we were at
what's it called? Something philia, the ghost thing.
Sure, they feel you.
I love how we can't remember from our last show.
I remember when we were at your wedding at the castle. I know shit. There was a couple times it was hard to sleep because I was wondering, am I going to wake up and see some shit? Because this is a castle.
Well, I gave you the haunted room.
Did you really?
Yes. No. I don't
Motherfucker.
fucking know. I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, I had 3 different ghosts blowing me, and it was my wedding night.
So that's what that was.
Yeah. And again, my new bride was like, "Thank God, because I can go to sleep." I'm just kidding. I think I was actually streaming football from across the sea.
The Aggie game. Yeah.
Anyway, so how did I go from which spells in a bottle to ragdoll abortion
to blowjob from my ghost
and then to my beautiful wife?
Yeah,
falling asleep.
That's how we roll.
Okay, let's move on. I hope everybody enjoyed tonight because it was just a bunch of fun and it was stories, and Trey and I are obsessed with these stories. It's just like this is real stuff out there. We're not like, oh, let's make up a story about a rag doll in Japan. Or wherever where were they? That was no.
The rag doll?
The rag doll
she was in Brazil.
In Brazil. And we're not making this up. This happened.
This is real, people.
This woman is now living in her insane asylum with her ragdoll husband and 2 children.
Exactly. So next time you're in Brazil, you see this woman carrying around a bunch of ragdoll stuffed animals.
Let the authorities know because she has escaped.
You're like, shit, I heard about her on the show.
Yeah.
Boom, you're welcome.
When you're in Japan, you're going to see stuffed animals. You're going to see people that are acting like they're in relationships.
And they're not.
If they're swimming, they've gone beyond one date.
But on the first date, they're holding hands. Yeah.
They're holding hands. So it was a fun show, and we're going to...
Hey, we're not done yet.
No. I know, but I have a feeling we're going to lose a few people here.
Yeah. Hey, we're getting to Texas, damn.
I'm just kidding. Here we go. We're going to continue on. Anybody that hasn't listened is behind a little bit. We're doing what each state in our lovely United States is worst at.
Worst at,
Did I say that correct?
Yep.
And we're all the way into the T's now. Is that right?
Yeah.
What are we starting with?
We're starting with Tennessee.
Tennessee. Something about Davy Crockett or a...
I'm actually this was kind of an interesting one. It says most dangerous. And it says, we're talking straight up, keep your head on a swivel, dangerous. So keep this in mind.
Whoa. We have that... Okay. Go ahead. That could be anything.
Really? Tennessee? I didn't.
No, but what are they talking about? Animals, humans,
I guess they need to be a little bit more specific.
12-year-olds on forklifts? Like, what are they talking about?
I mean, they said don't bother visiting the state if this concerns you. So I'm like, I mean, it's a pretty picture of a city, too. I don't get it. Most dangerous.
I've been to Tennessee a lot.
Really?
Well, I have known people that have been and lived in Nashville.
Oh, I guess I have been to Nashville once.
And, yeah, I've driven through Memphis, which... Sorry, Memphis listeners, but it's known to be a little bit shady.
Sketchy.
I exited one night off of the highway because of a detour and some construction. And boy, I tell you what, I turned around in a church parking lot, no lights, and about 75 people were just sitting in the parking lot with like one car.
Like, hey guys.
Yeah, and I was turning around and they're just kind of like, "Who's this?" And I was like, "Oh, this is where it ends."
This is where.
And I got the hell out of there. So Memphis has a weird spot, but other than that, there seems to be some really nice areas.
I guess everywhere's got some rough areas.
Yeah, but I mean the word. Okay, next, move on. Tennessee, don't fucking go there.
Next one is Texas.
You've been waiting for this. And I have a feeling it's going to disappoint.
It is, yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Fewest high school graduates per capita.
Ooh, whoa. That like hurts. That's not even a funny bad one. That's like, oh shit.
It says in this state, less than 80% have a high school diploma.
That can't be true.
Resulting in Texas being the only state that dips below 80%.
That can't really 80%.
Is it because the state's so big? Maybe I don't know.
Well, I don't know. There's not that many people outside the cities. I mean, it's a big state, but 80%.
That's a big number.
Well, see, now it's brought up in a whole nother issue. I want to research is why.
Less than 80% have.
That sucks. Like that brought me down. We've been waiting to get to Texas for how many days? All right, we got to fix that, people, because
come on.
I dabbled in education as part of my education in college. It was part of my degree plan, and the idea is to try and improve things and to get things going for Texas again. And apparently, that is not the case.
Not at all.
That sucks, man. Move on. Damn.
Utah.
I can only imagine.
This is ridiculous. So we go from the stupidest state to the nerdiest state.
Yeah, well.
Says, here's a study calculated based on public Facebook likes. Utah is actually the most openly nerdy state.
Wait, but why Facebook likes?
Maybe just some of the pages
that they like.
They like.
Things that, like.
Like some Pokemon shit.
Pokemon.
Is that nerdy?
Oh, you're talking about like when they did the whole Pokemon.
They go find Pokemon.
Yeah, they go
shit.
find that.
Yeah.
Dude, I had so many people that were the people that I would least think would go do that, and they were all into it. And this was up in Maine. And it was like, hold on, dude. I'll be back in a little bit. I'm like, where the fuck are you going? I got so-and-so over here at this location.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, we're in the middle of dinner.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, hold on. Give me 30 minutes. 30 minutes. Anyway. Okay,
so
well.
Next one.
All right. Next one, please.
Vermont.
All right.
This is interesting. Weren't you up there in that area?
I mean, I've driven through it and have some friends that were from there, but other than that.
Well, they party hard. It says most illicit drug use.
I would never have guessed that.
It said Vermont's...
there's not many people there. Go ahead.
Vermont's love for illegal substances could have something to do with the fact that also the state with the fewest children. Its residents have now reached an age where they realize that life can be painful. At least they party hard.
Well, it doesn't sound like a party. It sounds like some sort of a coping mechanism for life. They realize life is hard, and so they're just going to take a bunch of drugs.
Vermont was nice and cozy and quaint.
I tell you what, Vermont is very beautiful,
yeah.
And I will not lie. I've driven through there and up through some of the hills, and it's a lot of people like to ski way up in northern Vermont. You know what? I'm a Rocky Mountain skier.
Yeah,
and that sounds snobby to people that ski, but East Coast skiing is bullshit. And that's what all I'll say about that.
And we'll end it with a bang. Virginia.
All right.
Lowest oil production per capita.
God, this is the most boring segment we've ever done.
Yeah. So we'll just...
This is the most boring segment any show has ever done.
Well, we've only got 5 left after this.
Oh, we have one more day?
Yeah, one more day.
Thank God.
One more show.
Okay, and then we're going to do the things every state's best at. Okay, so the most... Okay, Virginia.
Lowest oil.
Lowest oil. Well, look, I mean... Oil is where it is. You can't just it's not Virginia's fault.
It says... I have to read this because it includes chlamydia. Alaska ranks highest in oil production.
Hold on. We're going back to Alaska. That was the first.
Well, it says
no. It was
this is highest. This is good. So
okay.
I see where the chlamydia comes in now.
Yeah.
So Alaska ranks highest in oil production, but fortunately for Virginia, they're still so much better at not having chlamydia.
That's what.
So yeah.
Because sadly, I remember back to Alaska. Yeah. But see, there's a good example, people. Even if you could care less, even if this is this is the worst, I'm going to fast forward it. I hope you haven't. I hope you've, there's TV shows and movies where you watch and you're like, this is horrible, but I just can't turn it off.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and go to the bitter end. I think that's what everybody's doing for this segment.
You got 5 more? Yeah.
Because they're like, it's only 5, so let's go.
Let's hear the last 5.
So people that have, like myself just now, when you made the Alaska comment, I remembered it.
Did you really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When you said that, that's why I laughed.
I guess once I put the chlamydia and Alaska together.
Now everybody's going to think Alaska. Where are you from, Alaska? Chlamydia, huh?
It's a little itchy down there. Did we figure out what it causes? Like itchiness?
Yeah, we never. Look,
discharge?
We don't do our
okay.
We research to a point.
Gotcha.
And then we stop. Go ahead. Was that 5?
That was 5.
Thank God. So we have 5 more.
Last 5, yeah.
How many after V? Jesus. Okay. 5 more. You have 1 more day of this, and then we'll come up with some other bullshit.
Exactly.
Something else. All right. Let's do awareness. Do you have any tonight, or do you want me just to do mine?
Go ahead and jump in.
No. You know what? You told me about a gym one.
Oh yeah. So,
and I disagreed with you because tell me. Let's go.
So I get it. People are anal about wiping down the gym equipment, and so
yeah,
cool. That's fine.
But you don't do it.
I don't do it.
And I yelled at you for that, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they don't know how to cover their fucking mouth when they cough or sneeze. It's like, why is it? I mean, you're anal about wiping shit down. Why not cover your mouth when you sneeze or cough on somebody? Just avoid it.
But if somebody else...
This is fucking adults.
I'm going to go ahead and sponsor Aberfeldy. Maybe they'll get a hold of us. If you're so concerned about people covering their mouths, what if they're sitting here going, well, this guy won't even wipe his machine down?
You know what? I don't sweat.
It doesn't matter. What if there's 1 drop of sweat that you don't think you sweat?
You're in a fucking gym. Deal with it.
But you're at a gym. Deal with it. There's
sneezing and coughing. You can cover your fucking
everybody's
mouth.
Okay. You and I are going to agree to disagree on
You're not a child. Cover your fucking mouth when you cough or sneeze. It's pretty simple.
Wipe your machines. Pretty simple.
No, because you have to walk over. You have to grab.
Why don't you walk
you
over and get? Why don't you have a towel with you and you can wipe it down?
Because I'm in and off the machine quickly. I probably spend more time going to find a paper towel to fucking wipe it down.
Maybe that's a little extra cardio to deal with it.
You calling me fat now?
Absolutely
you fat
not.
Shaming me?
Not at all. Look, I strive to be like you at this point, my man. And I say that half supportive and half like, stop it. You're getting insane. You're insane about yourself.
That's funny.
I have a fashion.
Okay.
Do you have anything else to bitch about in the gym?
I like fashion. Let's talk fashion.
Well, you've done some gym fashion before. Are there anything that like the young high school / college kids do in the gym where they think they look cool with fashion, or do you need to think on that?
Actually,
I just tossed that at you.
Is the older gentlemen that walk around almost like they're in the 80s still, with the backwards hat, the cut off T-shirts with the band name on it.
Hey, you just described like something I would do.
At a gym?
No, not at a gym, but I wear backwards hats.
Well, yeah, I wear backwards hats. But
Okay, so
it's like one of those old school looking hats and the socks up to their knees, and yeah. So
I see. Okay, fair enough. I see. So like old Metallica T-shirt and a backwards hat and like camo shorts.
And there is definitely a generation of people, because I know my dad's in that generation, and I don't know if your dad is the same way. They tuck in their shirt no matter what.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, my dad's gotten a little better, but you're right. In case he doesn't listen to me, but in case for some strange reason he turns this segment on, you look cool, Dad.
I mean, my dad always tucks his shirt in.
He's gotten way better, and I think I'm going to give credit to my stepmom, because she comes to me and goes, "Look, do you see what he's doing right now?" I'm like, yeah. The pants are up like around back. Like my dad's in great shape for his age. Like he really is.
Yeah.
Right now, and he's at his moments. Okay, well, when you get that little bit of a dad gut, a little bit, and you put your pants like up on the belly button, thinking that it makes it look thinner, it just doesn't.
Especially if you tuck your shirt in.
You tuck your shirt in. And then he did that a little. And again, it wasn't big at all, but it made it look bigger.
Yeah.
So if you just let your pants, just accept it. You got a little bit of a gut.
Roll with it, yeah.
Roll with it, whatever. And so there's been a few of those.
I've seen guys put it in their sweatpants. They tuck their shirt in the sweatpants.
Yeah.
No.
In the athletic shorts and
athletic shorts, the sweatpants, and stuff like that. Yeah.
My almost 4-year-old now, by the way, we talk about him as a 3-year-old. He'll be 4 soon.
Yeah.
And my youngest is actually going to be 2 in like 3 days.
Wow.
So everybody listening is going on this journey with me, and it's God, I'm tired. Anyway, but we still, you know what? I'm going to always do this for you guys. So he accidentally will have his shirt tucked into his pants after he pees. Older gentlemen understand that that's an accident. If you tuck your shirt into your sweatpants, it's not supposed to be that way. My 3-year-old does it on accident. Do you tuck?
Let me follow up with this.
When do you tuck your shirt in? When you're in nice slacks. That's about it.
Right.
And move on.
So let me. So something we saw, and I know you've posted the pictures of the gun range, right?
I did a little bit of if anybody missed that, Trey and I talking about that, we somehow were allowed into a indoor gun range, and we had a good friend of ours now help us shoot. He's adequately trained. He's a security guard / Army 2-time blah, 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 blah.
Don't go too far at this topic.
I won't. But he took us to the gun range, and I posted a video, a little collaboration he did of Trey and I trying to shoot. And we did good, didn't we?
Yes.
Okay.
So there was a guy next to us that showed up. There was
that day. Okay.
I don't know if you noticed this. When is it okay or why?
I couldn't hear anything, Trey. Everything, the guns were so loud.
We didn't have to hear this.
Okay.
But why do you tuck your shirt into the underwear?
Oh, no way. I didn't see that.
Shirt was tucked into the underwear. And the only reason I know this is because his pants kind of came down a little bit to where you see the underwear.
Why didn't you point it out? You didn't point it out. I was too busy just kicking ass with the guns.
Yeah, you were doing your barrel rolls and, your Rambo impression. So anyway, yeah, the guy
had on it.
He was wearing the black. So
Don't
he had a
tell
nice
me
black polo.
Don't tell me it was one of the guys with the 2 good-looking blonde women.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Shirt was tucked into his underwear.
Wow. Well, ladies and gentlemen, there were 2 good-looking blonde women that were firing guns.
So is that...
And apparently, either he's got some money or he can shoot that gun, because he had a nice-looking broad. Should I say? I shouldn't say.
Well,
broad.
I wonder if he was older. May have been the dad, a father figure, maybe. I don't know. Well, in that area, I mean, it could have been,
It could have been a fake date, a fake boyfriend. A girlfriend, fake girlfriend.
I didn't see hand holding, so it must not have been it.
Right.
It must have been the first date.
No swimming, but gun range is okay.
I didn't see anime on their phones, so.
Right. Yeah, that.
So
was,
yeah,
that
I was curious when that's a thing. Tucking your shirt into your underwear.
Don't tuck your shirt into your underwear, or you know what? Just don't tuck it in unless you're wearing nice clothing. I mean, that's kind of my rule.
Yeah.
Like, I go to pick my kids up. I'm not going to tuck my T-shirt into my. No. Okay.
It must be that age demographic.
I have some really good fashion. I have 3.
Okay, hit me.
And they're really good for fashion. And there may be a few people that see this that kind of go, oh, damn it, I do that. And I'm okay with it because, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Yeah.
Don't wrap your sweater around your goddamn neck.
That's still a thing?
Yeah, I see it. The club.
Oh.
At the club or at the you don't need to tie your sweater around your neck.
I didn't know that was still a thing.
If you know what, if you're unsure of whether you're going to need to wear a sweater, either wear it or don't.
What about around your waist? Can you do that?
No.
That's still a thing?
No. No, that was the 90s with a flannel shirt. I did that in the 90s. I can't even imagine my wife if I try to do my 90s look. Flannel wrapped around the waist.
Yeah. The
leather jacket. I had dreads. Anybody that doesn't know. Combat boots.
Yeah.
Ripped jeans.
Hell yeah.
God.
That would be great.
And but don't wrap the sweater. I mean, it's like every movie that's had a jackass character like that has his sweater wrapped around his neck. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm thinking of Van Wilder. Do you remember that one?
Oh, absolutely. Love that movie.
That was a good example. The second one, and I know a gentleman right now. He's a great guy. He's considered family. He's not blood family, but he's considered family. And he wears these. And you know what? I find vests very unnecessary.
I don't understand them.
What's the point of a vest? Do you want to keep just your pectorals warm?
Well, you want to keep
your stomach,
your core warm.
But what about your arm, your upper arm?
I would think your arms would get cold. But yeah, I don't get it when you're out in the cold and you're wearing, or even a sweater vest.
It just doesn't. I don't get the vest thing.
I don't either. Especially when you wear, a shirt underneath. You got to go sleeveless on that. No.
God. And you've added to the next one. No, I don't get the vest thing. I won't. Look, some golfers wear. Fine. I don't get it. That's just me. Okay, the last one, real quick, before we wrap the show up. Popped collars.
What's wrong with that?
I know you're always
horrible. I hate them.
You're a pop collar guy. I showed up to school to pick my kids up from school the other day, and my oldest, who we've all heard on episode 22, my oldest, his collar was popped unintentionally, and I was like, "Turn that down. You're not some little."
I'm trying to remember if I ever did that. Let me add to this,
please,
because I saw it on an old TV show, and I don't remember it ever happening, but I saw it on a TV show. 2 polos with 2 popped collars. So yes, he was wearing 2 polos with both collars popped. I don't remember that happening back when.
I've never seen that in my life, so I have no idea.
I've seen it on TV shows, and I'm like, I don't even remember that happening. Yes, that's just going overboard. Stupid. That's into douchebaggery. That's a word.
You know what? It's not a word, but I've used it. So I think Stay in the Grade podcast is going to make douchebaggery
a word.
I think people have probably used it, but they've just not made it a word. I think we should make it official.
If Webster puts it in, do we get credit for that?
Well, we have to make the request.
How do you make that request?
Well, and we won't say it on the air because somebody else will do it first.
They'll steal it from us.
I know how to do it. If you see it in Webster's, it's going to be us. That's right.
A picture of us smiling next to douchebaggery.
Yeah. Maybe we should rethink
this.
Let's
rethink that.
Oh man.
Shit.
On that note, fun show. I'm going to say it again. I don't do it every show. I should.
You probably should.
I should. I don't want to because I don't want to be that guy, Trey. But you know what? God, I've got numbers, I've got statistics, I've got analytics. I can see what you all are doing. I hope this doesn't cause them just to stop altogether.
Yeah.
But Trey's like, calm down.
Do they show the names of them too?
No.
Oh.
I wish they did. Oh, man. How fun would that be?
Right.
When you go on there, and we love you all, and we appreciate any ears we have on our shows, because we're really enjoying doing this. We'd love to entertain you. And I you know what? I've learned so much, Trey. The other day, someone said something, and one of our stupid ass stories triggered some knowledge. It wasn't from like direct knowledge from the story itself, but because of the story, I knew something.
Really?
And I threw in. I was like, I know all about this, and it was from one of our stupid stories.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Well, most of them are stupid stories, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
And so I'm saying, so people, Trey and I become a stupid story show. But anyway, I hope
so fun.
I hope you enjoy it. We want to entertain you, and we really are. Both of us are passionate about it. We've talked about it. We've cuddled talking about it. Just kidding. I'm not going to pay Trey his $12.65 or whatever he charges an hour.
It's $11.25.
$11.25. And so it would mean the world to us if you listen on Spotify or watch on Spotify or YouTube or X/Twitter or wherever. There's always going to be some sort of follow, subscribe, especially YouTube. Subscribe. I mean, you're really not committing anything, and I don't think you realize how much it does for us. It's something that is looked at and measured. And if you go, oh, it's not that big a deal, you're wrong.
I just subscribed, Ryan.
You subscribed?
I just did.
Excellent. We have a whole new listener. But it really does. It helps us. It is a big deal. People that think it's not are incorrect, right? And so please do. I kind of put it on everything I advertise. Subscribe, follow, comment. The more you comment, the more you interact with us, the more that platform will promote us. So,
man, some of these pictures of us, I tell you what.
Yeah, well,
you're in a lot of them.
Well, you know what?
Maybe I know who edits.
Actually, if you want to know, sometimes it comes up and it gives me 3 options for the what they call thumbnail, which is the cover picture, and it's all you, and I'm like, what the hell?
You're like, nope.
What the fuck is that?
Redo this.
No, we're both equal in this thing, and I just happen to talk a little more.
Just a little bit. Yeah,
so help us out. YouTube is growing. We're getting, like I said, we're getting tons of these comments, and it's going to be fun doing the Butthurt comment of the week. It's
that is good.
And you can all go see them. I mean, it's not like they're secret. So go subscribe to our page, our channel on YouTube. It's just Stay in the Great Podcast on YouTube. And go look at these comments. They're pretty interesting. And tell me whether I'm going too far with my responses.
Like it.
And Trey's responses. So, anyway, on that note, let's go. We have some guests coming up soon, and we're looking forward to that. And the gentleman that took us shooting is going to be here.
Nice.
And I have a great dude. And I have a young lady who wants to come talk about a few things, and she's great. And we won't say what those topics are, but they'll be fun.
Looking forward to it.
And it's always nice to have a little bit of a change of pace. But for now,
are we out?
Dramatic pause.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'm just kidding. All right. See you guys. Love you.
Later.
I really couldn't shut up on that one.
I don't think think I'm ever going to try guacamole from Taco Bell anymore. Not that I was going to eat it anyway, but oh.
This 7-layer burrito, can I get 6 layers?